Hey guys, it's Ryan Lilly, and today I want to talk to you about being authentic, being the genuine article. Now, I know it probably sounds cliche, but you've heard someone tell you before, just be yourself. You've been a little worried about going into a new social situation or maybe doing public speaking, and the advice that people give you is just be yourself. It sounds so simple, but I think there's so much power in that. And I think that one of the things that's really, really lacking in our society today is being genuine and being authentic. A lot of what you see on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, is people who are being something that they're not in order to get views or likes or approval for themselves or feel good about themselves. They've created content specifically for those reasons versus being your authentic self, creating from a place of authenticity, from a place of passion. That is, I think, exceedingly more rare and valuable. I work with a lot of entrepreneurs, and over the years, when I first met with people, I think I've gotten better myself at being able to tell when someone is authentic versus putting on an act. I've met with some entrepreneurs who they come in, they tell me their story, they tell me what they're afraid of in starting a business, their hopes and dreams, and I can tell that those people are incredibly authentic. And often those are the ones that I see do very well. Sometimes, though, I meet people and they come in very polished and almost like a salesperson, and you can tell that they have almost memorized a script and that they are playing a role almost like an actor in a play or a movie. And you immediately like don't trust that kind of person. People these days, I think, have a very finely tuned, I call it a BS meter, but being able to tell when someone is being a fake. It's important to be authentic, I think, for two main reasons. First of all, for your success with other people. People hopefully will get into relationships with people. It could be a personal relationship or a business relationship more easily if they sense that person is being authentic. And again, people can tell even outside of business and again in your personal relationships, you can tell when someone is being fake. And I want to say here too that I don't think people always do that deceptively or with intent. I think majority of us have built up facades for ourselves as a result of just like societal conditioning. And subconsciously, we pretend to be someone we're not just for approval and wanting to feel loved and respected. And it's really sad in a way that I think so many people do that. So be your authentic self and you'll be more successful with others, again, in your personal life or in business. Again, the second reason, though, for being authentic is for yourself. If you're having to constantly put on an act, if you're constantly pretending to be someone that you're not, again, to feel respected or whatever, that's exhausting. And I'll admit to having done that myself. Even early in my career, I was young and I sensed that people perceived me as really young. And when maybe if you're a young professional, you've experienced this, where you don't want people to think that just because you're young, you don't know anything. So you build this facade for yourself that, hey, I know what I'm talking about. And sometimes it can make you sound a little pompous. And I'll admit to having done that in this first early stage of my career. But what I can tell you from experience is having done that, if you do that for a day, you'll feel exhausted at the end of that day. More so than if you had been your authentic self, in which case you don't feel exhausted at all. It takes energy to be someone you're not. And I think people who go out throughout their entire careers like that, pretending to be something they're not, I think that's got to be just really miserable. And I think those people likely age faster and maybe even have health issues more so than others because, again, it physically takes something out of you, in addition to emotionally taking something out of you, to pretend to be someone that you're not, just to gain other people's respect. Again, hopefully that makes sense, or maybe you're able to relate to that on some level. But those are the two main advantages of being authentic. Your success with other people and your fulfillment and your joy that you'll experience in yourself if you're able to do that. If you're able to tap into your passion, to be authentic, to be the genuine article, people will trust you and you'll be happier yourself. Hopefully that's been a valuable tip for you. If so, please like, share, and subscribe. I'll also tell you that today I'm really excited. I just posted my first full-length interview with a friend of mine named Ben Alsup from England. And I will post a link to that in the comments. It's on YouTube and you can check that out. It's called the Fear into Purpose podcast. And this was episode 1 today. So please check it out and share that with your friends. I think you'll find our conversation, the one that Ben and I had, very authentic and meaningful as well. Thanks, guys. Have a great day.